Hi guys, how are you today? Welcome to your girl's kitchen, Deborah's Delicious Dishes. Guys, I hope your day was great. Mine was pretty good. I just want to first give honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I had to do that because without him, there's no me, there's no you, there's no format for us to get up here and show our skills like YouTube. You know, it's been a blessing since I came aboard, guys. I started off with 12 subscribers. I'm not ashamed to say that, because I wasn't into it at first. I had got on, but I was so preoccupied with a lot of other things that was going on in my life at the time. But we're not here to hear Deborah's story, okay? Not on that, at least. So, I had a beautiful day. My workload wasn't hard at all. It was an early day. Wednesdays are my early days. Me and my daughter went to this place called Hot Nails here in Bloomfield, New Jersey. Was in Bloomfield, New Jersey, and we got our toes done, which we needed to do that. Trust me, Mom and Dad did. So we had a pedicure done. But guys, I'm so excited to come up here today, and like I said, giving honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I hope everybody's day was good today. I know it's still, we have a lot of more hours to go before this 24-hour period is up, but I pray that everyone had a beautiful day so far. Okay, now today Miss Deb is going to make, I said this morning when I did my tutorial, thanking God, when I got up this morning, I had said it was on linguine, but no, it's not on linguine. I think I did say that. It's on fettuccine. Let me show you what we got going on here up in this kitchen with Miss Deb, guys. I want to thank you guys for the love. Ooh, I love it. I love it, Miss Deb. Really love it. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. I got my crew. I love that. I love coming up here getting my fix from you guys. But like I said, enough about Miss Deb. Let's see what Miss Deb's cooking up in this kitchen today, okay? So now, to start it off, guys, I said linguine, I think, this morning, but I meant to say fettuccine. I just got a box of Ronzoni fettuccine, right? I was thinking about using Prego or Ragu for my sauce, but I think I'm going to cook my own sauce this morning because everything, I call these my cheats when they help me out. Now, I might put some up in there. I don't know. Let's see how my mind gets me to going because it changed from 1 minute to the next. Okay, so we might use this. This is Prego garden chunky style. Tomatoes, onions, and garlic. And it's the same thing back there. Remember I told you my two favorite brands of spaghetti sauce is Prego's and Ragu. Now, if I make it from scratch, I have 3 cans of with different brand names, but 3 different types of tomatoes. I have 2 crushed tomatoes. This one is from Red Pack. It's crushed tomatoes and puree. It's basil, garlic, and oregano. You guys seen me use that before from Red Pack. This one is Pickwell Farms. Just plain crushed tomatoes, right? This one right here is Tortoruso tomato puree. So if I do go the route where I'm going to make my own sauce, I'm definitely going to use these 3. I might throw a can of tomato paste in there. I don't know. But now we have Hunt's. I got all the brands today, huh, guys? We have Hunt's here. And this is diced tomatoes, right? They're steamed and peeled, so they do most of the work for you. And inside of this, we have basil, garlic, and oregano, okay? Now, I'm the Sazon queen, so I'm going to use a pack of Sazon, okay? I opened it up already to put some on my hamburger meat. This is my ground round. Then I have some ground beef chuck right here. Okay? And if you didn't see that before, this is a ground round. I put Sazon on it, black pepper, and that's it. And garlic, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to put a cube of this. This is something like bouillons. As a matter of fact, it is bouillons. So, but this flavor right here, this one have tomatoes and chicken. Tomate, and Goya. So that's tomato and chicken, right? It's a cute little brand. Very inexpensive. I'm going to start calling myself the Frugal Queen, too. And then, guys, I had these Johnsonville flame grilled sweet and spicy sausage. So what I did, I'm going to show you over here. But let me finish doing the ingredients. Then we'll get back to that. Okay, we're going to use spring onions. I'm going to use the green part and the bulb. because this will be my onion. I'm not going to cut up a whole onion. Bell pepper. Did you guys see the spring onions? Okay. Then, that's all for the spaghetti, right? Then I have these mini croissants. You guys see that? I'm going to baste those. I'm going to make my own garlic and herb butter sauce, right? And then I'm going to brush the rolls, the mini croissants with the butter mixture that I make. And I'm going to pop them in the oven. Maybe the toaster oven. Okay, so we're using, these are our herbs and stuff today we're going to use parsley flakes. We're going to use garlic. We're going to use chives. We're going to use basil. And I use a lot of Spice Supreme because they're very inexpensive and it's good spices. And I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese in the butter sauce. And I'm using just Kirkland butter. I use all type of butter, but this one I'm using Kirkland. And I'm going to melt this. I'm not going to really melt it. I'm going to get it soft, right? So I'm letting it sit out and get room temperature. And then I'm going to rub that on my mini croissants after I put the different herbs and cheese inside of the butter. And then I'm going to rub it on here. Now, getting back to this. Oh, and we're going to put bay leaves in our sauce, okay? These are my Johnsonville flame grilled sausage. You guys have seen me use this a lot. They're already fully cooked. This is sweet and spicy. And I also use olive oil, guys, to put in my pan to start what you're going to see me do over here, which is in connection with these Johnsonville flame sausage. Now here, I have a little chorizo in here. See it? And I have some of those Johnsonville fully cooked flame grilled sausages. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what was in this pot. So now I'm going to finish taking the casing off of the other Johnsonville already fully cooked flame grilled sausages. I'm going to put them in this pot here, right? In the back of this pot here, we're going to put our onions and peppers. And then I'm going to put my sauce in here in my little cooker and let it cook, okay? So it's going away here. So I'm going to put my sauce. I have like a half a cup of water in there, right? So let me get started. Let's get this party started, right? Yeah, let's get this party started, guys. I cannot wait to cook. You know, I tell you here, I go with my mouth again. I tell you guys, sorry about that, over and over again, how it is my passion to cook. How I really, really love to cook. This is not a game, guys. I really have a fixation for cooking. I love to see people smile. I love to see that look on their face when their tummies are full and they pull away from that table. And I ain't trying to get nobody fat, not intentionally. But when they pull away from that table and they be like, wow, Miss Dad, Mom, that was good. That was pretty good, babe. I like that. So this is what I love to do. What you see here is the real McCoy. There's no acting. This is just me coming to you because I have a passion for something. I have a desire for something. I have a love for something, and that's cooking. And let me zip this look so I can start that cooking, okay? I'll be right back with you guys. One love. Love you guys. Okay, guys, so your girl, Miss Debs, is back. Now, in this pot, I showed you my chorizo. I had those Johnsonville sausages fully cooked in here. And I put that hamburger meat that you saw, that ground round that you saw on the table. Now, in the other little pot over here, my rice cooker, I put the hamburger meat because that wasn't quite thawed out. And I'm feeding a couple of people tonight, so I want to make a little extra. So now, I have my olive oil over here, right? These are the vegetables that I cut up, the spring onions, and then the bell pepper. So we're going to put that in there. We're going to let that saute, right? Okay. Guys, what are you cooking tonight? I ask you that all the time, right? You know, you guys can give me some suggestions. A couple of people have. You know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about, I know I try to stay away from pork sometimes, but you know, sometimes I do eat it, and I don't lie about it. I don't have shame in my game. I know I shouldn't be eating it all, you know, but I do eat it sometimes. So I'm thinking about doing pork chops with applesauce. Remember from the Brady Bunch episode? Well, now I'm really showing my age, right? Remember Peter was saying pork chops and applesauce. And every time, I know that sounds corny, but that was a part of my childhood, and I really loved that, the Brady Bunch. Sometime I was like, oh, that's my family too. Yeah, it was a lot of us too. I'm the baby of the family, but it was just, it's so nice sometimes going down memory lane because things have changed so much, right, guys? Nothing is the same anymore. That's why I try to be a light to people. Now, I don't always have a positive frame of mind. Oh, no, let me tell you. But God is working on it. So, every day, look at this, guys. I'm going to turn this eye up. That looks delicious already, right? Let's turn it up a bit. We have this cooking pretty good here, right? Sometimes I want to show you what I'm cooking. You know, I'm so busy trying to take away some of that time, so when it comes time to editing this, I don't have to take out so much because I spent half of the tutorial up here running off at my mouth. But I love to talk, and that's me. I can't be nobody but me, you know. But guys, give me some suggestions. And going back to what I was just saying before, things have really changed. Nothing is the same anymore. You know, people used to sit down at the table to have a meal. Now everybody's going off in their own little corner. This one up in this room, this one down in the basement, this one here and there. Let's bring that, hey, right here, folks. Let's bring that back. And I love this picture, and I made sure I put it right in front of, I have to clean it off, right in front of my, on top of my table. That's the dad and the mom with the children, right? And I really, not only did I take a liking to that because the family unity is sitting out down at a big family feast together, and everybody mostly looks happy, right? Praying. That's another thing I loved about it. But then right here, you have two people on the outside looking in. This is supposed to be representing Jesus, whoever you believe in, right? And this over here is two guys. One is glaring like he's angry, and one is looking like, you know, I could never figure his face out. This one right here. But this is what we need to go back to, folks. Families sitting down having a meal together. Sitting down talking to one another. And saying, honey, how was your day today? Or children, what did you do in school today? Forgot. Everybody's doing virtual learning now because of this corona, right? It's so sad. But we just have to go with the times and go with the flow and keep it moving. And just pray that God will get us through it. And you know what, folks? Can I tell you something? So far, He has. And you have to believe that. You have to believe that He will get us through. But that's what we need to go back to. The family domination. We need to have everybody sitting down at that table, having respect for one another, saying that prayer before they sit down and have a meal. Because let me tell you something. We ought to be thankful that we're able to put food on our tables. You know how many people are out there eating out of trash bins and hungry and don't know where their next meal is coming from? Come on, folks. Let's take off them rose-colored glasses. Let's talk about reality in life. Because a lot of people are hungry and starving. And you should be thankful that you're able to put that key in that door and come into your apartment or your house or your home. You should be thankful for that. I'm not here to ridicule nobody and talk down to people and point my finger and say, you better, you shoulda, you coulda. No, let me tell you something. I'm just telling you, we ought to be thankful because it's not guaranteed. We ought to be thankful we can go in this refrigerator and open it up and have some food in there. Sometimes maybe it's not what you want, but guess what? It's what you need because it's going to nourish that body up. Okay, let me stop talking because I'm just thankful. And this is no joke. This is me. I am thankful because it can all be taken away in a heartbeat. You know, I'm just telling you how I look at life now. I'm not trying to cram it down anybody's throat, but I'm telling you, we ought to be thankful, guys. Thank you. I'm thankful that I can get up here and whatever I don't have in this deep freezer or that little refrigerator over there or my refrigerator there or them cabinets or them cupboards or that food pantry. I'm thankful I can go in there and whip up something that God bless me, that I can have the knowledge to know how to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Some people don't know how to cook, you know, but we have to be thankful. But what I'm saying is, be thankful for what you have. Don't take it lightly, because it's not guaranteed that we ought to have these things. It's a luxury. Thank God for it. I'm sorry I'm up here to stuttering, but I'm telling you because I'm passionate about what I say, folks. Please sit down with your loved ones. I don't care if you do it once a week. I can't come into your home and tell you how to run your home. Mine is not up to par, okay? But sometimes you got to put that foot down and say, look, we're going to sit at this table tonight. I want to know what you did today. You want to hear what I did? If you don't, it's okay, but I want to hear what you did. And let's give grace and honor and thank God for his mercy, for shining down on us. I'll be back, folks. Hello, guys. Your girl is back. Now, I didn't go with I could have made this a cheat day and went on and used the Prego spaghetti sauce, but I didn't want to use it, guys. I wanted to do my fresh homemade marinara sauce, okay? So, come over here. I have my water boiling right here in a pot for my noodles, my fettuccine. Are you ready to see what's brewing in? Big boy over here, you know this is my baby right here. That's what I do my catering and when I make my dinners and stuff, right? Okay, so look at this. Yeah, da-dum-bum-bum. That's all I'm saying. Boy, this sauce. Wow, look at that. And that's what you call meat sauce. Remember, it has the sausage in here, the chorizo. It has the ground round hamburger meat. Look at that. Spring onions. I want you to see this. I'm not trying to... Yeah, see that? That bad boy is cooking. I got bay leaves in here. Spring onions. Tomatoes. The onion bulbs from off the green spring onions, right? Oh, I wanted to tell you something also. Let's put the top back on. Let's let that bad boy cook and get that seasoning. I put a tablespoon of sugar in there to get rid of some of that tartness, because we did use so much tomatoes, and you know tomatoes have the acid and the tart. So I used the tomato puree, right? I used the crushed tomatoes with the basil, garlic, and oregano. You guys can see that. I used Hunt's diced tomatoes, which had basil, garlic, and oregano, same as that. I used crushed tomatoes right here. I used 2 cans of this. Just regular tomato sauce. Alright? I used my water for my spaghetti. And I also used that tomato chicken bouillon I was telling you about. So I'm getting ready to clean all this up. And I also left this out to show you. I put some complete seasoning inside of my sauce, right? I used regular garlic powder. I used chopped onions for my sauce. I used onion powder. I used a little sea salt in my water. As you can see now, it's boiling away over there, guys. I use Italian seasoning, and I use basil leaves. Now, over here, I'm going to put my noodles in there 1 second. These are my croissants, my mini croissants. I put them in the toaster oven, got them a little crunchy, right? Put a little color on them. Now, this is my butter, garlic butter that I made. See this? This is a whole stick of that Kirkland salted cream butter, so you don't have to put any salt or anything in that. Then I put some Parmesan cheese in here. Remember, guys, I told you that. I use chives, I use basil, and I use garlic. So what I'm going to do now, see that? Who has to go to the store and buy? You can make your own garlic butter, please. Okay, so you see everything I put in. I'm just going to pat these. And being that they're still a little warm, it's going to get into the bun. Trying to do it and hold this with one hand so you can imagine how that is. It looked like I'm putting a lot of butter up here, guys, which I am, but it's going to melt. Can you see that, guys? Now that's our butter, our garlic butter, our herb garlic butter. You know, I'm going to tell you something. I like the ones at the store, but it's nothing like your own brand. It's nothing like making your own. It just tastes better. To me, it does. I could be wrong. That's just my opinion, folks. It doesn't mean what I'm saying is absolutely right. But it's just my preference. That's what I like. I like my own garlic butter. Now what I'll do, because they did cool off, because I have the AC in here too. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit those in the toaster oven or in the oven. Yeah, because I don't want to take them out. Well, I'll work it out, okay? But that's it. And let me put some chives over top of this bad boy. Go right there, buddy. Oh my God. Let me taste that. I'm not even going to say it today. That's some good garlic herb butter. Now I'm going to put a little sprinkles of my chive up here. And that Parmesan cheese, guys, gave it such a nice bite. Look at that. Yeah, it's covered up with butter now, but it's going to be all right. Don't worry, honey. I'm going to make some of that butter, and I'm going to put it in a container in the refrigerator, and I'm going to keep, because that's boss right there. Okay, now I broke my fettuccine in half because they were so long. Put it in that hot bowl of water. Let's do this so those noodles won't stick together. You're probably like, Miss Deb, that's a lot of meat to those noodles. But you know what? That meat sauce, you know Miss Deb. This meat sauce will be used for something else. I might make some manicotti. I might make some chicken parmesan. I might make some Italian sausage. You best believe, honey, what sauce don't be used today? It will go in that deep freezer in a sealed tight container. Look at this, guys. Wow, look at those onions. Look at that. You see that? Look at this. You hear it? You hear it, guys? Miss Dad don't be playing. I don't got these hips and stomach on me for nothing. I don't have these hips and stomach on me for nothing. Miss Dad don't play. Okay, so we're going to let that boil. I'm just breaking up the noodles a little bit. My little timer fell on the floor. My chicken timer. I'll get that. Okay, guys, so let me clean up my kitchen because it look a hot toe-up mess. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me clean this up. And I will get back to you guys as soon as I finish those noodles, and I'll show you everything. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope it was good for you like it was for me. And if you want any of these recipes, I'm still trying to learn how. Even one of my friends up here told me how to do it. I guess I just haven't took the time to do it yet, but I will get it. So now, if you guys want any recipes from me, or you put comments on my page. I love those comments. I think I love the comments. Well, I like the likes too, but I like the comments very well because I can interact back with you. So if you want to know this recipe, if some of you didn't hear everything I said, just hit me up and I'll be happy to give you the recipe. Let me clean up my kitchen because it's looking a little banged. Hey guys, your girl Miss Debs is back. I am finito, done, finished. I cleaned up my kitchen. Now my family is getting ready to come with me and we're going to sit down and enjoy this meal. Let me show you guys what I did. This is the spaghetti sauce. Nice. See that garlic in there? I just threw some more garlic in it. Look at that. Wow. You see those tomatoes, that meat, that sausage, those peppers, the onions. We're going to put a little Parmesan cheese on it, whoever wants it. I made the spaghetti because I realized I did make a lot of sauce, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about because I have a big pot there. But like I said, Miss Dad be using it for other things. Okay, this right here, I made some thin spaghettis for my grandbabies, and I put a little Parmesan cheese in there and oregano seasoning and butter. This one olive oil. And then in here, I did the same thing. That's the fettuccine, right? Looks yum, right, guys? Over here, we have, well, that's our plates, and I got the two smaller bowls, the pasta bowls for the little girls. This right here are those yummy biscuits. If you guys can smell that, if you can just smell that, I'm telling you, it's all that, right? Now, over here, I saved, saved practically half of the pan of the sauce. See that? So now, guys, I'm going to try some. I wish you guys can taste it. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Wow. That's some rich flavor in there. You see that? Wow. That's hot. Let me bring it over here by the AC a little bit. Give me some suggestions. Tell me what you guys want me to cook. I told you I'm thinking about doing the pork with the applesauce. I'm going to cut up apples, and I'm going to put a sauce to them with some brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg. Thank you, Father. Wow. That's delicious, guys. I'm not even... Let me try these noodles. Because, it does have olive oil and butter on them, and the cheese. You see the little pieces of cheese clinging on for dear life? That's good. That is so delicious, I swear. So, this is my spread. These are the mini croissants. Casting shadow, I hate that. One of these days, I'm going to invest in a light to go in this kitchen, because it'll make your food pop and make it look like I'm really seeing it, not like you seeing it from off the camera. Okay, so these are my mini croissants, and they have the garlic butter that I've made, the herb butter, right? This is the fettuccine. This is the thin spaghetti for the grandbabies. Maybe I'll eat the thin spaghettis too, because I love thin spaghetti. So they're on their way upstairs. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me today in my kitchen here in Deb's Delicious Dishes kitchen here in Orange, New Jersey. You know you're always welcome. Always. I pray that you have a miraculous, blessed day tomorrow. May God bless you and your family and keep you in His safe arms. Love you guys. I love doing this, and you will see a lot of me. Tell your friends about me. Hit that like button and leave me comments. One love. Everybody have a beautiful evening. Miss Deb is out. Miss Deb going to sit and eat with her family. They better come up these stairs before I... Peace. One love, guys.